Alright, so I just got off of the phone with a hopefully a new customer of ours. So I've called this a wake up and smell the coffee type of moment. She had said that she was had been speaking to somebody in her buying group who I'm thinking was somebody that I spoke to last week, who has I've been talking to for 8 years about, you know, the differences between organics and non-GMO and conventional, and, you know, the wheat and the corn and the soy, and, you know, what all is involved in that. So at the end of the conversation, he's like, well, you know, I'm part of a buying group. We buy a non-GMO feed. And, you know, I said, why are you buying a non-GMO feed? And he's like, well, it's less expensive, you know, and it's like organics. And that's when I told him, you know what, it's time for you to wake up and smell the coffee. That you know, that non-GMO is more conventional than organic. That they use the same insecticides, the same herbicides, same fungicides, chemical fertilizers. And so when I'm talking to this lady, she was just like, I always thought that you know, that non-GMO was the same as organic. So it's not even close, ma'am. And so we went back through the whole thing of talking about how, you know, that actually, you know, they probably use more insecticides in non-GMO. They probably depend a lot more on neonicotinoids and other type of insecticides, which are destroying our pollinators. And they use a lot more of a different types of herbicides because of the amount of the Roundup Ready weeds that are out there that they're having to use. They use a whole witch's brew of things to try to stay ahead of things. And so she said, well, at first I didn't believe it. So she said, so I called my mill where I get my non-GMO feed. And she said it took a while, you know, but finally they just kind of hemmed and hawed and said, well, yes, we do use herbicides, and they do use insecticides and the chemical fertilizers. It basically is conventional feed. It's just they don't use a GMO seed, which still, the debate about the health of that is still up there. But I think that it has been proven, without a doubt, that the insecticides and all of these things cause horrible damage to our pollinators and to our environment. Okay, I'm done. Stop there.